Today we're gonna do a deep dive into the origin story of Tyler the Creator. Now, I'm not saying I'm like the most knowledge person, or I know a lot about Tyler the Creator, because I don't. But I'm gonna try to dilute and diverse all his albums within my understanding and just understand like all his albums. And no, don't get me. I love this. No, don't clock my tea. Like, I only knew this guy for a portion of my high school, high school chronicles, and I started listening to him back in 2023, maybe 2022, give or take. One of my very first boyfriends, probably like my third boyfriend or second, he showed me one of his songs, and I'm like, this is new, this is what I need, right? This is what I'm dreaming for. I've been waiting for this moment my whole entire life, to meet an artist, a confident, wealthy, black individual. And just bear for me just a moment when I say, like, Tyler is probably the best thing that could happen to young teenagers during their youth. I mean, even after those albums, I felt like, man, I finally met my favorite artist, and even after my friend had told me about him and I was listening to him nonstop, I was just wondering, sitting in class like, damn, this must be heaven. But I was getting over to the conspiracy side of Tyler. I do feel like when I first listened to some of his album of Cherry Bomb, I was like, yeah, this is different. This is something new. This is a new era, right? And even after all the albums I sat and listened to by him, I wanted more. I needed more than just a Cherry Bomb album. And I know I probably don't have my albums in order, but when I heard who that boy, and then his other songs, when I went to go listen to the I think I Hate You song, that took it off for me, like another freaking era for me. And after I heard tell I'm getting nervous, but after I heard that song, and he has so many songs that I just absolutely love, like Corso. Corso was a good song. It just made me think about like people who, like, his albums make you think that he had a date, or he had a friend girl that he fall in love with, but then they leave, or he just finds someone different. And even with the whole Sarah incident, or what he tried to make it look like an incident, but it was, I just feel like half of his albums were based on characters that he just ended up killing off. I mean, we already saw how he killed off the dude from Don't Tap the Glass. Well, not Don't Tap the Glass, but the other one. after that, I just stunned because watching Tyler go through different phases, like, wow, people evolve, right? You think they'll evolve. But the thing that had me wondering the most was after, I don't even know these albums, the name of the albums, but after that one song, My Love Is Gone, that song, and going to Corso and What's Your Name, I feel like all those songs was connected. And you'll think like going through different eras and different timelines of these albums, you'll start to connect the dots on why he killed off some of his characters. But no. But let's keep it 100, keep it a buck. I think he even jumped into straight heat, like Sag Harbor. I feel like that was a great song. It really had me thinking, because like the beat itself is fucking immaculate. I mean, even with some of these new artists, it's all the same, and I feel like his music brings so much culture and diversity to music, and we need him. So don't be trying to cancel my mans. I also feel as even with the time given of how long I've been listening to Tyler, I feel like he grew on me even within the first week of listening to him. I also think that one of the characters that I never actually understood or we ever got to meet was Sammy. Now at the end of the song She, a girl at the end says, he isn't a dweeb. Sammy went away from home. And then Tyler says, or his persona says, so what's going on with Sammy? So what happened to Sammy? Or something like that, right? I just feel like all his characters wasn't completely introduced. I feel like I want to have way more background story on these characters. Cause who's Sammy? If we know Sarah didn't want to go to the dance with him back in Cherry Bomb, and he talks about her in the song Bastard. Now, when you put these characters in a line, you'll think like Sammy's just a background character. He's not no one near important like Sarah was. Sarah was a character that rejected one of his characters. I'm saying the character a lot, but yeah, who rejected one of his characters, and she later on in the song gets killed off because she didn't want to go to the program. Sammy was just like, I guess he was there, but I'm not recalling Sammy being in Camp Cloanaqua or anything. I don't think I said that right, but kind of Claw Flocka, whatever it's called. But also looking at all his other characters, they was all beefing and all wanting Sarah. Like, who's this other girl? Why she trying to get bait up with, But I guess it was just him making himself being known and his presence, like, hey, I made this character. This is a part of me that's wanting this girl. I think he just went off that. He based it off of like his dad not being there, his absence of his father, and his mom blaming herself for not letting him meet him in the Like Him song. And the moment in the end says, it was my fault for not letting you meet him, blah blah blah, blase, or she feels so antagonized to just let her son know, like, hey, your dad wasn't no bad guy. He just wasn't, what I thought he was when and it's crazy because there's a lot of younger generations out there that haven't met their father or have a father figure, and I feel like he hits that hammer, that nail dead on the, you know what I'm trying to say? He hits that nail, okay? And it's like he purposely puts meaning in all his songs. Now I could go on and on about Tyler and the conspiracy theories and yada yada yada, but I don't know, I guess I'm all out of time. Like, One at a Time was a perfect song. I like the fact that he goes through different personas, like a girl changing her nail polish, like he goes through it. And I'm saying to anybody who personally downright hate Tyler, but he's gonna find the problem. He's gonna solve it. So, with that being said, this is my saying to all the Tyler, the Creator lovers. I personally love this dude. Like, if I had money, best believe I'd be at every concert. But when it comes down to it, Tyler is just the most creative and well-known. Well, not well-known, but up there. He's really up there with the competitors in music. Like, Nicki fell off. Like, that's a whole other video, but I don't know how people could still support that lady after she just gave away her whole N-word card. Like, but that's a whole nother video for tomorrow. If you like these conspiracies, story time, analysis videos, please let me know in the comments. And I'll see you at the next one. If I'm not uploading music. This is Mars. Out.